Hey, what's up, Adam? How's it going? How you been, man? How are you and the family holding up with all this scary stuff? Yeah, me too. When we start, um, we're getting a week to transition to online. So last week was spring break, and then we get a week to transition online, which for me is no big deal because I pretty much teach online anyway. I record all my lectures and all that good stuff. So it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. But I think it's kind of cool. We started a Discord server for our students, and so far, getting a lot of good active members of that. Interesting times for sure. That would be pretty cool to be in VR. I saw an article somewhere where a teacher was having trouble with Zoom, which I guess is like what everyone uses now to like do conference calls and teach remotely. And the server was crashing because, so many people are using it now. And then she just started like using World of Warcraft instead. So she just started like having all the students log into World of Warcraft and I guess send mail, or I don't know how exactly it worked, but she made it work. Yeah, we have a Oculus at the campus, and I've kind of messed around with Medium, and I definitely want to get more. I want to use it more for sure. It's super cool. But there's definitely a learning curve to it too. Like I feel like you need to spend like hours in that environment before you can really sort of like benefit from it, like really start to use it to its full potential. But yeah, if I had it at home, I would be using it nonstop. Maybe that's something I should look into. Yeah, that's true, but it's still like moving your arms instead of like your pencil. Like there's a lot like it's a lot more mechanical than, I don't know. Like I spent probably like 30 minutes in it, and there's definitely, for me anyway, there's a learning curve. It's like full body creation. Yeah, I've been looking at the quests. I was a huge skeptic with the whole VR thing. I didn't think it would amount to anything. I thought it was a gimmick, but now I'm definitely coming to the light, seeing how it's an amazing thing. So yeah, I might look into getting a quest. Oh yeah, I think it's like a huge leap in content creation. I think it's really cool. I didn't think it would be around to stay, but now that it is, I can't I can't wait to see what they do with it in the future. Like the games are getting better. Like the Oculus Medium, I'm sure there's going to be more. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if ZBrush does like a VR interface at some point, or even like Substance Painter or Maya. It's just really cool. Wondering if I should do any like paint any pink on the hands and feet. And I'm not sure if I want to keep that half moon as that dark sort of asphalt color, or if I want it to be bone like the rest of this. Yeah, when I drew this, I didn't have any sort of anticipation of what this surface was going to look like, and I kind of stumbled on like this bloody bone material by accident. And it's kind of working out. I like it. I may change it, but for now, I think it's a cool look. So Jackson, we were talking about, me and my buddy Adam were talking about Oculus Medium, which is like basically 3D modeling in VR. I don't know if you've messed around with that at all with the Oculus we have at the college, but it's really cool. And some people are doing some really, really awesome things with it. Like there's this one guy, let's type his name out if I can get it right. It's something like that. Look it up. But he does like whole entire landscapes in the Oculus Medium. Goro Fujita. Thanks, Lanksuma. Not sure how to pronounce that. Yeah, this guy started with a doodle. I'll show you the doodle that I did. Like most of the stuff I do, it just starts with a doodle. So, yeah, I just drew this guy in Procreate. And just sort of looking for something to do. I was like, why don't I try like modeling and texturing this guy? And so far I've had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I don't either, but I messed around with the Oculus Medium for like 30 minutes. We were saying that there's definitely like a learning curve because you're kind of like using your whole body to like make marks and like erase things. It's not just using your pen. So yeah, it's kind of a different, it's a cool concept. I really like it. I think there's going to be a lot of like really cool things that come from that. I think there's definitely some like not necessarily improvements that can be made, but I think there's some added features that can give you a lot more control over it. I think ZBrush would be amazing. Like if they did ZBrush, a VR ZBrush, I think that would just be like, that'd be awesome. I would buy a whole VR setup if that was a thing that happened. So yeah, let's try. You know what I want to try with this is maybe just some smart masks. Just to add like a little bit of detail. Try. Let's make it look a little bit more dirty than it is. So I don't know how far I'm going to get with this tonight. I'm hoping I'll actually get it into Maya and start hooking up all the textures. But we'll see. We'll see about that. Definitely think it needs more texture. Not sure if that's the right kind of texture. But it definitely needs more texture. Dirt cavities. See, I just want to show, like all the little sculpted detail a little bit more. Just gotta find the right mask. Stains and scratches. Let's see, it's not really giving it to me where I want it. Invert it. It's not either. Giving it a little bit of a dirty look. She's still not like an occlusion almost. See if there's like dust occlusion. Let's try that. It's kind of what I'm looking for. I don't know if I like the dark stuff there, but little. Don't know if I like that. You could try smart materials. Some of these smart materials will let you sort of hide. Close down. Here, ref. Will let you hide the material below it. You just have to know which one. So in the case of like the machinery, you can hide like the metal under it and just see like the paint on top. They're kind of hit and miss though. Doesn't look like it really did. Oh, because I have it turned off. Kind of like that. Just way too strong. Try some different blending modes. kind of looks cool. Thank you for saving. Wish Maya would do that. Yeah, that I kind of like that. Gives it a little bit more texture. Isn't it? Like all these happy accidents are pretty neat. We'll go through some other ones too, just to see. That was divide. That one's kind of neat too. I like that one too. So do we want divide? I like how bright that makes it. It makes it pop a little bit. Or overlay. I think overlay in the long run is going to work out a little better for what I'm trying to do texture wise. Because again, there's going to be lights inside of his mouth and his eyes, like lighting it up. So I want this to be a little darker. So light's going to be sort of emitted out of his mouth. Kind of want to do the same to this, just to make it where it's not quite so clean. Feet. Funny. I basically just want to break up the colors a little bit. So I don't want this to be too strong. I want it to be pretty subtle. I just like in areas like this, I don't want it to be just like a clean, flat color. And in the gold, see, that looks much nicer. It's got a little bit of texture inside of the gold there. I think I am going to try to do just a little bit of pink on the hands. So actually, let's use a scan material first. Materials. Skin, pink human skin. I mean, we could make it pink. Neck skin, wrist, shin skin. Let's do something like forehead skin. It's got a little bit of a pinkishness to it. We can make it more pink. Maybe not that pink. Then we're going to add a black mask. Belly skin. Thought it was. Didn't I choose like forehead skin? Then we can add a paint. Grab a brush. Don't like that. Didn't like that music. It wasn't bad. I didn't hate it. Just not really the mood I'm looking for here. Should really be looking at reference here, looking at where exactly the foot is more pink. But I'm being lazy. And I do want it to be subtle, so. And I hate that that thing doesn't stay open, like when you click off of it. That's super annoying. All right, so I might be ready to export these textures. And bring them into Maya. What do you guys think? Any last minute changes I should make before I export all these textures out in Maya? Speak now. I'm not digging this music. Go with good old post rock. So what do you guys think? Should I make any more changes to this before I export textures to Maya? Do a render just to see. Ray's still warming up. It's never taken this long before. I may need to just kill Substance. Apparently that was too big of a job to ask. See, hopefully it saved. Here we go. Looks like things are... Yeah, so this is why I need more RAM. Because running all these things at once just does not work well. I wonder if I can just do... I wonder if there's like an adjustment layer type thing. Add filter. Add levels. This might be a good thing. Might be a good thing this crash, because I think I have a better idea about what to do with the pink parts of the hand. Add a filter to that layer. So let's add a fill layer. Then we'll add a filter. I don't really know how filters work, by the way. I'm hoping there's like a hue saturation thing I can do. No filter selected. Oops. Let's see, glow, color match, color correction, color balance. Yeah, I don't know if what I wanted to do will actually work. Let's do color correction. Doing something there. Not what I want. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, though. You gotta admit. That's pretty cool. Not what I'm going for, but that is pretty cool. That's too bad. That is a very cool look. You know, I could probably experiment with this layer. Add an emission to it. No, it's not going to work. Might work. Maybe that's something I'll do for a future project, like a glowing, because that does look pretty badass. It's a future project. All right, so let's get back to where we were. I don't really want to try rendering again because that crashed me last time. But let's go ahead and add in. What happened? Let's add in a fill on top. We'll make it a pink with roughness. And we can probably set this to something like multiply or pass through. Overlay. Overlay works. Add a black mask. Add a paint. Brush. Add some pink. Just a little bit. I almost want to make it, see what it looked like if it were more on the purple side here. I don't know why. Thinking like zombie mode or something. I think pink. Blue. Pink's probably better. Yeah, I know. It looks that was pretty badass. I liked it. Hey, no worries, Paul. I don't know if you were watching me Friday night, but I just had like a ton of problems that night. It was my computer crashed at one point and then I lost internet. So it was no worries, man. I appreciate you keeping me company though. All right, so let's export out these textures. And we're probably going to make a new configuration here. Call this Arnold Custom. And we're going to do a RGB. It's our base color. We'll name this color. So we're going to do another RGB that's going to be our normal. I always forget which one. So we're going to do both. Make it easy. So we'll do a DirectX normal here. And just call this normal DX. And we'll do an OpenGL. Normal GL. What else do we have that has color? So our height, roughness, and metallic, we're going to do that all on one channel. We'll do our specular. Specular color. And then I'm going to do RGBA. I'll call this HRM for height, roughness, and metallic, because those are all single channels. Probably do emissive too, but I'll do emissive as a full RGB. So we're going to put our height and R. Channel. Our roughness, G. And our metallic, B. We'll do an emissive. Spell it right. Alright, so that should give us everything we need. Color normal, spec, height, rough, metallic. Anything else I'm missing? Specular. We got it. Alright. So we're going to export. We want to put this in, I have a project directory for the Shaman. That's empty. So we'll just call this substance textures. I may change it, may put it somewhere else. For now, we'll just throw them in here so we can take a look at them. Do we want 8K or do we want 4K? Why not do 8K? Not doing this for anyone but myself, so we'll do 8K. Export. And hopefully we don't crash. I would say let's go ahead and open up Maya, but it'll probably make me crash even quicker. Yeah, I think I definitely need more RAM, guys. Why would I need 8K? Yeah, why not? I mean, I may want to do a render like really close up to the face or to the mask or just to a general area, and I want the best resolution I can get. So the normal mindset in like the industry, if you're making your textures, even if you have like a standard texture size that you're doing for a game, or at least this was my attitude or our attitude when we were when I was working in the industry, is basically why not make your textures as big as possible, and then you could always save them as a lower resolution, because if you want to put them in your portfolio, you could just use the high resolution texture for your portfolio and then the low res in the game. And there may come a time where they say like, hey, this model or this asset you did looks really great, but can we make the texture a higher resolution? Then you have it. So I'm not saying make everything in 8K texture. That's probably a little bit overkill. But yeah, why not make it a big texture? If you have the resources, if you have the computer that can generate those, why not do it? I'm just playing a game on my phone right now, by the way, while this is computing. And if you ask what games I play on my phone, it's nothing interesting. It's just like puzzle games. Try to keep my brain active. So it's usually like crossword puzzles, or I play this game called Two Dots, which is just a stupid, mindless game, but it kind of makes you think a little bit. All right, let's take a look at our textures. Oh, you know what? You know what I did wrong? I didn't choose the configuration I made. So that's interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do that all over again. Because I made the custom configuration, but then I didn't choose that when I exported. So I'm gonna delete these, and we're gonna do this again. File, export, textures, and config. I'm now gonna choose Arnold Custom. And wait again. So yeah, I play a game called Two Dots, and it's basically just like, I don't know how to explain it. You're just like let's see if I can show you. It's just like a bunch of dots, and you connect them. You make squares. And then I play a game, my daily morning routine, when I wake up is I play a game called Wordscapes. They have like a daily puzzle. And it's basically like it's like a crossword puzzle, but you only have like a certain amount of letters to choose from. So that's what I do. First thing I do in the morning is I play that game. I wish I was playing something a lot more interesting, but I do have some more interesting games on here, but I never play them. Like, I have some games on my iPad that I play. They're a little bit more involved. Like Blades, Elder Scrolls Blades. Tetris, I do play Tetris too. There's a lot of really cool games out there, but because I play like these little puzzle brain games every day, they eventually like run out of puzzles for me to play. So that's why I like Two Dots and Wordscapes, is because they just have like thousands of puzzles and they update it constantly. So I always have something to play, a board to play, basically. Yeah, it's cool, and it expands your vocabulary quite a bit, because you can, like, if it's like Scrabble, like sometimes you'll make up words and it'll end up actually being a word. So you can like click on the word and it'll tell you what it means. So yeah, kind of expands your vocabulary and keeps your mind sharp. I think it's important to it's very important to play games like that, stay on top of games like that, keep your mind sharp, your brain sharp. When you get older, you start to notice things changing, memories not coming back as quickly as they used to. So it's important to try to keep your wits. Tetris type, what is that? I'll have to look into that. I have Tetris. What's the Tetris that I have? It's just Tetris. There's like Tetris Galaxy or something like that. I was playing Minesweeper for a long time, and then eventually I beat it on the most advanced board, and that was like a lifelong accomplishment. I think I have a picture of it somewhere. Yeah, I was really proud of that. Minesweeper on the advanced board. But once I did that, I just stopped playing it. There it is. See that? Yeah. I'm very proud of that. Solitaire, I like Solitaire, but it's very much a game of chance, just depending on like the you know, the hand you draw. There's like how do you beat Solitaire? You basically keep drawing until you get like 3 aces that show up on the board, and then it's like a guaranteed win. Minesweeper is also a bit of a game of chance, but like it's at the very end that it becomes a game of chance. Like whenever you're down to like you have like 3 bombs left, then it's like there's a 50-50 shot that you're gonna either get the right square or get the bomb. So it's kind of hard to choose that. So yeah, it's a game of chance as well, but yeah, it's taken a really long time. I'm glad my computer hasn't crashed though. I am lagging. I don't know if you guys see it, but I'm lagging quite a bit in the live stream. Mahjong is fun. I should download a Mahjong game. Or Go. I bet there's a Go. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Go. The game Go, G-O. It's supposed to be like the most complex game ever invented. Kind of like chess. But here, just to show you some examples of what Go looks like. I played it once or twice. It is it's like battle strategy or war strategy. It's like, a lot like chess. Like you can plan like 10 moves ahead or something like that. It's a really cool game. This would be a really good game to have on your iPhone to kind of train your brain. It should be better now. I just finished exporting my textures, so hopefully it's better. All right, so here are our textures. We have color for the body. Color for the head. That looks pretty crazy. So it's a funny story. My master's is in traditional art, and so a lot of the professors I had in that master's was traditional artists, and I'm doing digital art. You know, I did some traditional like sculpture and stuff too, but for the most part, I did like digital stuff. So I'd show them what I'm working on. You know, they come in and look at all the stuff they're working on, and one time I was just flipping through like my texture maps, and one of the professors were like, "This is beautiful. You should just like blow this up and print it out on canvas and hang it on a wall." And they were just basically looking at something like this. And yeah, that was a moment of realization that I had. Like, you just really don't understand what I'm trying to do here, dude. It was a funny moment, but I guess they have a point. There is something beautiful about texture maps, you know. There's some truth in that. These are my crazy height, rough, metallic textures. All right, so let's get this guy into Maya. So I'm going to save this. Nope, don't want to save that. Save my substance file. Open up Maya. I just installed the update of Maya, so close substance. All right, let's import our model to a new scene. Actually, let's set our project to Mr. Shaman. And let me make sure that the model I don't want is the model I want isn't on just a desktop. Sometimes I save things in weird places, so I need to make sure I'm bringing in the right one. Set this project. Shaman UVs. That's probably let's open Shaman low. Just in case. Is this? No, I can already tell. Well, maybe it is actually. Maybe this is the guy with the UVs. Yes. All right. Okay, cool. So I'm just thinking for a moment because I'm not sure if I remember how to work UDIMs in Maya. We'll figure it out. All right. We will apply a new material. And this is going to be, actually we're in Maya 2020. Which has the new Maya shader in it. Right? Maya 2020. It's not the AI standard surface. It is the standard surface. Standard surface. That's the one. So the one thing that I kind of like starting with here is the normal map, because I want to know which normal map I need to use, the DirectX or the OpenGL. So, and it's a lot easier to tell if you don't have any texture on it. So we're going to start with that. We'll go down to geometry, bump mapping. Choose a file, tangent space normal, and we want our, let's see, I think we're at DirectX. We're going to try the DirectX one first. And we want to make sure that we set our color space to raw. UV tiling mode. We're going to do UDIM. Hit 6. So see, I can see that just from our default light. That looks, I don't know, looks kind of wrong. Looks kind of right too, though. See, from an angle like that, it looks right. What I'm looking at is like the shadow. So like this, there's like a darker edge here, the shadow. And this should be protruding out. So the shadow should be down here. And these are like inset. So the shadow should be up top. So I think we want to be using our DirectX or our OpenGL instead of our DirectX. And I think there's somewhere we can change that too, but probably in the actual bump node. But or we can just use the other map that we made, which is our OpenGL. Right? A second update. Yeah, so see, that one looks a lot different. Um, hmm. So you can see why I'm a bit confused here. We want this set to raw. Maybe that's why. One tile fountain. It should be 2 tiles fountain. Let's do. That's not right. Pretty sure we want that on. Pretty sure we want that on UDIM. Let me look it up real quick. UDIM. $2020. It should automatically apply both. So, yeah, that looks. OpenGL is definitely the one that I want to use. I don't know why it's not choosing for the phase 2. I'm looking into it. If anyone else wants to look into it and help me out, please feel free, because I'm basically, like, what I'm trying to do here is I have my UDIMs and I have my multiple textures, and there's supposed to be a way where it just like you automatically sort of bring them in. has multiple tiles. And I thought it was just using just setting that to UDIM, but I guess I was wrong. I think maybe I need to name them differently. I think, let's try it. Let's try giving them a different name. I think we need to do like, so we're using normal, yeah. So I think this needs to be like 001. This one needs to be 002. See if we can refresh that. See if it works. UDIM. Choose. No, I mean it worked for. All right, I found something that looks promising. I just need an example. It tells you how to name them, which is really complicated, but it doesn't give you an example. That's all I want. Give me file name, number. Hey Jeremy, no, my normals are fine, I think. I'm trying to figure out how to get my UDIMs to work. The naming convention for them. If you can give me a hint, that would be awesome. I know it's got something to do with a name right now. If we look at them, maybe it's 1000. Maybe that's it. Maybe I need to name it 1001 and 1002. I have two different UDIMs and I'm just trying to get them to work. I'm trying to get them to load both of them, and I can't remember how to do that. So a hint would be awesome. Oh, there we go. 2 files found. Okay, cool. It still looks super weird. Oh, there we go. Nope. What's going on? Looks super weird, but they are both loaded. And it looks like they're loaded correctly. I mean, yeah, that's super weird. All right, so why does it keep switching back and forth? I'm not even doing anything. That's weird. All right, so that just means that we need to go in and change all of our names on all of our files, all of our textures to so color is going to be color 1001, color 0 going to be color 2, and so on. I don't have an emissive. I only have one emissive, so we'll just name this one 1001. Check out this. Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking for, Jeremy. I had to figure that out the hard way. Yeah, I'll do a quick just Arnold render here. So we'll just throw in a physical sky. And render that. Thanks, man. I'm not sure if that's right now that I look at it. I mean, it's definitely wrong. There's something wrong with the hands there. Maybe we do want the DirectX and not the OpenGL. Normal maps, I understand how normal maps work. I understand what they are. Still super confusing to me for some reason. What's up, what's down? I don't get it. So let's try the DirectX normal maps. This is why I always plug in the normal maps first, because it's really hard to get them to know what's right if they're wrong with textures on them. So you're better off just plugging in the normal maps first. Where's my render? Is it still loading? Why is it? All right. So yeah, there's something weird happening where it's like not. Like, why is it doing this? Why is it cycling back and forth? Oh, I bet I know why. Actually.